I appreciate it, man, being very honest.
Oh, you're all right.
Oh, shit.
You okay?
Hey.
Put the gun down.
Go down.
I'm not going to ask again. Then I need to get your driver's license.
You're not going to arrest me when I did not. I stopped at the stop sign, and you have the audacity. You're going to arrest me.
I need your driver's license. If you don't give me your driver's license,
do what you got to do.
I need your driver's license.
Do what you got to do.
Okay, turn around.
You say if you're going to arrest me.
Yep, turn around.
Okay.
Corrupt cops accidentally shoot man and get instant karma. First, let's look at the case of Jason Arrington. What started as a routine traffic stop quickly turned into a life-threatening situation. On the afternoon of December 13th, 2024, Officer Sean Lowry of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office pulled over driver Jason Arrington for running a red light.
Lower your windows, all of them. What's up, my man? Hey, you got a valid driver's license, proof of insurance, all that good stuff? He blew that red light.
I like your yellow and turned red when I went out there.
It was red when he blew it. All right, well, you got a proof of insurance? No. Just hang tight. You got anything crazy in the car?
Yeah.
What you got?
I'm done.
You got a gun? You do? All right, where's that? It's on you? Okay. As long as you're cool. No, man, I appreciate your honesty.
Oh, I ain't got time left.
That's awesome. So you have concealed carry and all that good stuff? No, you don't? All right, you're not a convicted felon, right? Nothing?
I do everything, whatever.
Okay.
All
right. So what we're going to do is, just for my safety, your safety, I'm going to have you step out. Yeah, just hang tight. Just do me a favor, lower that window.
The officer decided to remove Jason from the vehicle for safety reasons and to ensure the proper handling of his firearm.
Hey, he's very compliant. He does have a pistol on him. So we're going to take him out from that side, remove the pistol, and we'll go from there. Yeah, you're good.
On my side.
As Officer Cardwell struggled to remove the gun from Jason's person, she accidentally pulled the trigger, sending a bullet straight into his right leg.
I appreciate it, man, being very
Oh,
honest.
you're all right.
Oh, shit.
You okay?
Hey.
Put the gun down.
Go down. HQ 2162. We rescued 1068, 1020. 1020.
Go ahead.
That was a knife with a gunshot to his leg. You okay? Wiper, you good?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this thing off.
Hang in there, brother. Rescue's coming, rescue's coming. HQ 2162.
I gotta crank it down on you, man. I gotta stop the bleeding.
Ah, shit.
I gotta crank it down, man. It's gotta stop.
And
the bleeding.
we gotta do that, brother. Stop the bleeding, all right? Wiper, what you need.
I gotta cut his clothes off.
All right.
My shoes. I cut his clothes off.
Where's your pistol at on you?
On my side.
Okay. Just put your hands on the top of the vehicle for me. I appreciate it, man, being very honest.
Oh, you're all right. Oh, shit. You okay? You okay? No. Hey, rescue 1068. Let's go.
2162. Rescue 1068.
Hey, man.
1020.
Walk with me. Walk with me.
The officers at the scene quickly assisted Jason by applying pressure to stop the bleeding and providing temporary first aid.
Oh, I heard. Let me see. It's right there. No, I got you, but I need to make sure the exit wound's not up here, or entry wound's not up here, okay? They're gonna cut your clothes off. I think hospital.
2162. I have 2163 and 2164. 2162.
So it's an ND.
It's going to be an ND. Working on it right now.
That's still bleeding. No, I don't want that. This one's really bandaged.
Piper, what do you need?
Especially in this really bandaged. I want to do compression bandage on that. No. Nah.
hospital I might go to?
You're gonna go to UF Health Shands, okay?
UF Health on 8th Street. Let me call my homeboy.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, okay? I'm sorry about the pain, but it's gonna hurt. Can you do me
2157, 1097 FS, 27 for Main.
My truck is
Hey, where's the zero?
One up and stuff and cut it off or something.
You shot at, bud.
I don't.
Just one in here, out here.
Yeah, but
Yeah, bleeding stopped. Tourniquet stopped most of the bleeding, but it's just bleeding a little bit out of the bandage.
An internal investigation into Cardwell's conduct was carried out. A charge of incompetence was filed against her, leading to her dismissal.
39-year-old Jason Arrington says he plans to file a civil rights lawsuit.
Arrington also says the injuries he sustained in that shooting while an officer attempted to remove his legally owned gun from his holster have led to ongoing physical therapy.
Well, although JSO has yet to release the body cam videos of all the officers who were involved in that traffic incident, today's news conference does in fact paint a picture of the events leading up to that accidental gun discharge.
She tugged on the gun the first time, then she tugged again. And that's when I told her, hey, just let me unloosen my belt because it's tight. And I guess, I don't know, she might have got nervous or whatever, but she pulled harder 2 more times, and that's when the gun, it discharged, and it shot me in my upper thigh, hip, and came out my inner on my right side.
Now, on the night of that incident, when police gave a news conference there, one of the officers in that news conference did in fact say that Arrington was compliant with the officers and was not posing as a threat. Arrington is legally allowed to not only own but carry a concealed firearm. Of course, that potential lawsuit would be based on the fact that this would be an alleged illegal seizure. That's what that would be based on, an alleged illegal seizure of his firearm that led to him being shot and injured by his own gun.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office released a statement following today's news conference acknowledging that an investigation is underway and that the officer involved has been reassigned pending an internal investigation.
The agency telling us that the officer was fired due to what they called her, quote, incompetence. This is video from when this all happened on December 13th. You may remember us talking about it. The victim, Jason Arrington, notified police he was carrying a firearm and complied with the officers during a routine traffic stop. While trying to remove the gun from Arrington's holster, the officer shot him. Arrington plans to sue the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office.
Under Penal Code Section 2, 46.3, except as otherwise authorized by law, any person who willfully discharges a firearm in a grossly negligent manner, which could result in injury or death to a person, is guilty of a public offense and shall be punished by imprisonment in a county jail not exceeding 1 year, or by imprisonment pursuant to subdivision H of Section 1170. What do you think about the situation above? Now, let's move on to the next scenario, where a senator believes their power is above the law. On January 11, 2025, Oklahoma State Senator Regina Goodwin found herself at the center of a controversial traffic stop involving the Tulsa County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Freddie Allen pulled Senator Goodwin over, alleging she had failed to come to a complete stop at 2 stop signs. Senator Goodwin firmly denied the accusations, maintaining that she had fully complied with traffic laws.
Because you ran 2 stop signs and you're going to get a citation today. I was behind you, ma'am. You didn't even come to a complete stop.
No.
I need your driver's license.
I did not do that.
I need your driver's license.
Way somewhere, and you talking about you gonna give me a ticket and all that.
I need your driver's
I
license.
come down this place. I did not run
Ma'am,
to stop
I need your
sign.
driver's license. Yes, you did.
And why are you doing all this? Like you got
I need your driver's license.
What's your name?
Alanis.
And who do you work with?
Tulsa County Sheriff's Office.
Tulsa County Sheriff's
Yep, ma'am, and I'm
Office.
stopping you because you ran 2 stop signs.
Why are you even? I did not run 2
This
stop signs.
is the Tulsa County.
How do we solve this if I know I didn't run 2 stop signs?
Well, we can solve it in court. I need your driver's license.
No, but you're not telling the truth. I did not run
I am
2
telling
stop
the truth.
signs.
Yes, you did run 2 stop
How did
signs.
I run 2 stop signs?
You didn't come to a complete stop at this stop sign here, and you didn't come to a
But I
complete
came
stop
to a
on the other
stop.
stop sign. You slowed down. You did not even come to a
I slowed down
stop.
at the stop sign.
You slowed down.
Uh-huh.
State statute is you must come to a complete, full stop.
Okay. Okay, and I did stop at those
No,
stop
you didn't,
signs.
ma'am. I need your driver's license.
Deputy Allen repeatedly requested Goodwin to present her driver's license, but she delayed compliance while demanding an explanation of the procedure. As Goodwin continued disputing the claims, the deputy proceeded to arrest her for refusing to provide identification.
Ma'am,
So tell me this.
Ma'am, I'm not going to ask you again. Can I get your driver's license?
I'm asking
Or
this.
can I take you to jail on running a stop sign?
What?
I'm not going to ask you again. It's not for debate.
Are you saying you're going to take me to jail for running a stop sign that I did not run? Are you serious?
I need your driver's license. I'm not going to ask again. Then I need to get your driver's license.
You're not going to arrest me when I did not. I stopped the stop sign, and you have the audacity. You're going to arrest me.
I need your driver's license. If
for
you don't
not
give me your
running a
driver's
stop sign?
license, if you don't give me
Well,
your
do what
driver's
you got to
license,
do.
I need your driver's license.
Do what you got to do.
Okay, turn
You
around.
say
for
you're
me.
going to arrest me.
Yep, turn around.
Okay, okay.
Relax for me.
Okay.
Relax.
All right.
Relax.
Okay.
Relax your
I
hands.
am relaxed.
Yeah, relax them. Relax.
I am relaxed, sir.
No, you're not relaxed.
I am relaxed.
You ran 2 stop
I
signs.
did not run, and you're
you did.
bending my thumb a little
Stop
hard.
moving. Stop moving.
You're bending my thumb
Don't turn
a little
towards me,
hard.
ma'am.
I'm just saying.
Don't turn towards me.
Okay, first of all, I didn't run the 2 stop signs.
Ma'am, stop
You're gonna arrest
moving
me,
towards
okay?
me.
And I'm asking your name. I'm asking
Yeah,
you.
Freddie Alanis with the Tulsa County Sheriff's
I
Office.
know, and I asked
Reason why I pulled you over is because you ran 2 stop signs.
And I'm asking you the process.
Yeah, I asked you about, I don't know, maybe over 8 times to give me
No,
your
no,
driver's
and I
license.
said to you I didn't run the stop sign. If
We're gonna go right
I'm
back here.
refusing it, if I'm saying to you that I didn't run the 2 stop signs, that's what I said to you.
I know.
Okay.
And I asked for your driver's license several times.
I need to turn my car
No,
off.
ma'am, we're going to go right this way. We're going to go right this way, ma'am.
Can you turn my car off,
I will
please?
turn it off. Yep, we're going to go right this way. Nope, I'll take care of it. If you'll step right back to the sidewalk for me, please, I'd appreciate it.
You know, I'm Attorney Mike Manning.
That's fine, sir. Can you stand over there for me?
I'm standing over here. I'm not going to obstruct anything.
All right, thank you.
Despite Goodwin's defiance, boldly claiming she hadn't broken any laws, and attempting to argue her case, Deputy Allen handled the situation with an impressive level of calm and composure.
You don't think this is really going too far?
Ma'am, we're going to go right this way.
Okay.
Give me your driver's license.
No, I was asking you the process. I was asking you, how is this going to work out? And you said, if you don't stop, I'm going to arrest you. I said, why would you? Yes, you did. Yes, that's why I asked, why would you arrest me?
I said, if you don't give me your driver's license.
That was not it. It was not. It was no. I said, why would you arrest me?
That's exactly what happened. Have a seat.
That is not, because let me say this. When I said to you,
Ma'am,
I said,
that's exactly what happened. No.
Okay, no. Okay.
That is exactly what happened. That's what you asked me, and I said,
no. Now, what I
asked
you is why.
You don't give me your driver's
license.
Why
would you arrest me?
Because you're refusing to give me your driver's license.
No, that is not true.
Okay, have a seat
That is not true at all. I was having a conversation, and
have
you
a seat
just
for me.
all of a sudden said, "I'll arrest you," and I said that. I thought
No,
you really.
I said, or I can arrest you
really
if that's what you want.
escalated something. No, sir, that is not.
Okay, have
Why
a
would
seat.
that would even be an option for you?
Have a seat. I asked you over 5 times to give me your driver's license.
But I was saying to
and
you,
you kept debating your driver's license. I'm not
I was
debating
not
here
at
anymore.
all debating my driver's license,
why would
sir.
you not
That
give
is
me
not correct.
Then why would you not give me
Because I was saying to you that you're telling me that I'm not stopping at the stop signs,
Then why
and I'm
would
not
you
doing
not
this.
give- that's
And
not
then
my
when
question.
you said,
Why would you
"I'll
not give me
arrest
your
you," then
driver's
you escalated it to, "I'll arrest you."
Ma'am, you
I asked
have
you,
a seat.
who are you
I'm not
working
going to ask
with?
you again. Have a seat.
Okay, tell me. Would you tell me this? What happens after you put me in
Have
this
a
car?
seat.
I'm asking you, what happens after you put me in the car?
I'm going to drive you over to the jail right over there. I'm going to book you in for failing to stop at a stop sign ×2. Have a seat right here.
That you wouldn't write a ticket if you
Ma'am,
thought
why
you
are
were
you
right.
not listening to my instruction and my commands that I'm
you
trying
are
to
going
do?
way overboard, talking about taking me down, booking me.
Have a seat right here. You just keep making things up. Nope, have a seat. Have a seat. Come on. Ma'am, have a seat. You just keep saying these different things and different words.
Let me get my leg up.
Okay. Yep. You keep.
I'm not
you
saying
keep,
different
you keep,
words.
Yes, you are. You keep
No,
saying
I'm not.
I'm saying things that I did not say.
Well, that's
okay.
Deputy Allen had a brief conversation with Goodwin's lawyer, and it was clear that even Goodwin's lawyer acknowledged that Goodwin was at fault in this situation.
Baker 4, Baker 11.
I realize you have a job to do, officer, but I just wanted to. I'm Attorney Mike.
Yeah, you might want to start to.
That's my. I realize Senator Goodwin can be a little bit strong-headed at times, but don't you think that we can?
Let's stand off the road right here. I don't want us to
write
do
a
it.
citation. Or
Yeah.
something and
I can absolutely do that, but
she'll give you her driver's license.
okay, you know what I mean.
I realize.
And I don't have an issue issuing her a citation or let her go, but I'm the one that's in command of the traffic stop, not her. And I was just going to give her a verbal warning and tell her not to do that, but her demeanor, the way that she was, I can't have that. Okay, I'm the one in control of the traffic stop, not her. and I try not to escalate the things that way they don't need to. Okay. So yeah, let me get it figured out with her. Okay. Michael Manning. Yeah. I'm gonna let her cool down just a little bit. See if she can relax a little bit. Okay. Who is she?
Regina Goodwin, Senator Goodwin.
Senator Goodwin?
Yeah, she represents this district.
Okay.
Senator Goodwin, you got is your ID or your driver's license in the purse?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we just give the ID, give the driver's license?
I was asking him the process.
I understand.
Right?
I understand.
So why can't he explain it to me?
Well, he's not explaining you the process. He's just asking for your driver's license.
Your driver's license.
And I will be more than happy to explain that stuff to you.
Yeah.
I need your driver's license, ma'am. I need your driver's license. Can I get your driver's license? Actually, you know what?
Finally, Goodwin agreed to cooperate with Deputy Allen and reluctantly revealed her name.
Because I got a feeling you won't let me in your car to get your driver's license. I will just ask you your.
Tell you
I will
where
just.
my license
That's
is.
okay. What's your last name,
Why
ma'am?
would you have a feeling that I'm not going to tell you where my license is? Clearly, my license is in the car.
It's been very difficult up to this moment.
Well, I wouldn't expect to be in handcuffs.
What is your last name?
Off of something as simple as what we're discussing. So, clearly, my license is in my purse.
What is your last
but
name,
when
ma'am?
I asked you, could I even turn my car off? You were like, no.
Your last name, Goodwin.
Yeah.
Goodwin.
My license is in my purse.
Okay. What's your first name?
You can go get my license out of my purse.
I'm asking you the name. What's your first name?
Regina.
Okay. All right. If you'll just hang tight for me, okay?
Minutes later, Allen described to another deputy the details of the traffic stop, saying he pulled Goodwin over for rolling 2 stop signs and hauling butt down Archer Street.
Hey, I guess she's
you already had her cuffed up?
Yeah, she's in the car. I guess her name is Regina Goodwin. She's like a senator up for this part of the state. Yeah, I don't know. But she jumped out of her car asking me why I'm pulling her over. Told her she ran the 2 stop signs. She ran this stop sign and the other one over there, and she's hauling butt down Archer Street. I asked her probably over 10 times, probably about 10 times for her driver's license or so, and she wouldn't give them to me. She just kept asking me, how do you suppose I ran the stop sign? She didn't run no stop sign. Some attorney guy came up here, was recording, and some other people and stuff were recording. So when he was telling me that she was a senator or something like that, I was like, yeah, better get Corporal up here. But yeah, she's back there. So I'm going to issue her a citation for failing to stop at the stop signs. I think she's a little calm now. I think I'm going to go ahead and get her out the handcuffs. What did you say her name was? Regina Goodwin.
Although Allen detained Goodwin in handcuffs for about 12 minutes, she ultimately was released at the scene with a citation for failure to stop at a stop sign.
Okay, ma'am, go and step on out here for me. Ma'am, if you just want to hang up here on the sidewalk, I'm going to issue a citation, and then I'm going to let you go on your way, okay? Mr. Goodwin. So I'm going to issue a citation for failure to stop at the stop sign for this stop sign and the other stop sign that's a little further down. Court date is going to be on the 25th of February at 9 o'clock at at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at the Tulsa County Courthouse downtown. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I had a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Same questions that I was asking you before you said that you were going to arrest me and take me downtown. I said, why would you arrest me?
Yeah,
well, I ended up in handcuffs.
Yes.
Because
I asked you for your driver's license several times.
No, sir. No, sir. I was asking the process.
Ma'am, I'm not going to debate that.
Well,
It's on body cam. That's exactly how that happened. I asked you numerous times.
I know it's on body cam. I hope,
Yes.
That's good.
I asked you numerous times for your driver's license.
No.
You kept debating the stop.
I was. Absolutely.
I told you that we could debate that in court.
I said, why
okay. I'm not going to debate that, ma'am.
Speak for itself and not argue.
Again, court date is February 25th. If you'll sign right here for me, please. That's not an admission of guilt. It's promising that you're going to appear in court.
And what if I choose not to appear in court?
Then I will take you to jail, yes.
What if I just pay the ticket?
You'll have to do that through the courts. You can't pay me right now. You can go through the,
her
the
question
courts.
was, she said go to court, but she pays the ticket. She doesn't have to show up.
That's what I'm asking.
That's what she was
That's what I'm asking. That was a very simple. I said, why can't I just pay the ticket? And he was
That's
like,
what I said. Yeah, you have to go through the courts.
I'm signing this. There's no admission of guilt.
Yes, ma'am. No admission of guilt.
I'm signing this saying that I still have the option to pay a ticket.
And or go to court on it. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Do you know how much the ticket's going to cost?
No, ma'am, I do not. You'll have to call the court clerk, and they'll be able to tell you what the price is on it. Here's your copy. You have any questions? Any other questions that I can answer for you?
Questions that you weren't quite wanting to answer fully, but.
All right, well, you're free to go. Make sure you stop at all the stop signs when you're coming through downtown, okay?
According to Section 6-112, every licensee shall have his or her driver license in his or her immediate possession at all times when operating a motor vehicle. Upon demand of a peace officer, the licensee shall produce and provide physical possession of the driver license to the peace officer. Any person violating this subsection shall, upon conviction, be guilty of a misdemeanor and shall be punished as provided for in Section 17-101 of this title. In this situation, Goodwin is obligated to provide the necessary documents to the police.
Can I get your date of birth?
You're failing to identify yourself.
I don't have to, by law.
You
I
are
have the
failing-
Fifth Amendment right.
You are failing to
Not
identify
to answer
yourself.
questions.
I'm a lawyer. I know my rights.
Okay.
I'm not violating any law. I'm on my property.
While some officers betray their oath and abuse their power, today you'll witness instant karma, delivering a powerful blow. Now, let's uncover how an insurance adjuster's lawful work turned into an intense dispute over rights and trespassing. On March 22, 2019, in Blanchard, Oklahoma, insurance adjuster Kenneth Grant waited outside a home on Summer Valley Road to inspect the roof. After about 15 minutes, Officer Haynes of the Blanchard Police Department approached him, sparking a dispute over identification rights and trespassing.
How's it going, man? You live over here, or what's we doing over here? I've had a couple people call in on you.
Am I doing something illegal?
Well, no, they're just calling on you saying that I don't recognize a truck in the area. My duty to check and see if you live over here or what's going on.
When Officer Haynes questioned Mr. Grant, he cited his duty to investigate reports of a suspicious vehicle. Mr. Grant asserted that he was there for legitimate business, pointing out that Oklahoma state law does not require citizens to present ID without reasonable suspicion of a crime.
Working? You see you got a ladder in the back. You working somewhere?
Yes, sir.
You got a driver's license on you just so I can identify you?
Have I done something illegal?
Well, I like to identify you, just know who I'm dealing with. Well, if I'm making contact with you for a reasonable suspicion call like I am right now.
Being suspicious is a misdemeanor or felony.
Well, sir, here's the deal. I was called on you, okay? For a suspicious vehicle, you said yourself you don't live over here, you have a purpose. What's your purpose? Is the purpose legal or illegal? I need to see your ID.
How is my ID going to determine whether I'm...
Well, it helps to let you know who I'm dealing with. Yeah, well, tell me, like, if I don't know if you belong over here. You said you don't, so I don't know if someone over here's got a veto or something against you, and if you got your ID
Did
or
I
something.
say I didn't belong over here?
You said you had a purpose.
I don't live over here.
So you're not willing to give me your ID?
I don't have any reason to.
Okay. Well, do you have a reason for being over here?
Absolutely.
Okay, can I know that reason? Well, it is my business if you're planning on breaking into something, which I don't know if you are or not.
Make that determination whether you feel I'm going to break into something. You're doing your
I've
job.
had multiple calls. So is that how you want me to identify you? Through your plate?
If that's what you have to
Are you the owner of the vehicle?
Do you suspect that I'm not?
I have no reason to believe you are.
Why is it your business?
Because I want to make sure you're not going to break into any of these houses or anything like that.
Do I look like that?
Well, no, but if you've been arrested multiple times for burglary, it could be.
Okay, so make that determination.
I'm trying to get your ID and make that determination. It's really not that hard. All I'm trying to do is identify you.
Until I know whether or not I'm being detained.
You are not free to leave at this time.
Okay, then I'm being detained. I won't answer any questions until I have.
And so, do you have an ID on you? Do you have an ID on you?
I don't answer questions.
Do you have an ID on you?
I don't answer questions.
So are you Mr. Grant? Alright, man. Dude, it's not a big deal. I'm just trying to identify you and catch you loose.
This day and age, as you guys put it, citizens have to start standing up for their rights or they lose their rights.
I'm not trying to lose your rights at all, man. I'm just trying to make sure all these people around here living in this neighborhood are safe. Okay? Look, man, I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not trying to do you sideways or anything like that. I'm just trying to identify you, make sure you're not a wanted murderer somewhere, and then I'm going to cut you loose. That's all there is. That's all there is. And I have a right to figure out why you're here. Make sure you're, as in your words, not here for... Probably affirmative. Definitely need to use and refusing to give me identification. I'm not trying to violate your rights in any way, sir. I'm trying to do my job and make sure...
Very professional and very courteous. I just have my rights that I'm going to stand by.
In Terry v. Ohio, 392 U.S. 1, 1968, The Supreme Court held that if a police officer reasonably believes that the person has committed, is committing, or is about to commit a crime, and has a reasonable belief that the person may be armed and presently dangerous, then the officer may stop and search the individual. The court held that to determine whether the police officer acted reasonably in the stop, courts should consider the specific reasonable inferences which he is entitled to draw from the facts in light of his experience, rather than merely relying on a hunch. Despite Mr. Grant's attempts to explain his purpose, Officer Haynes persisted, arguing that Mr. Grant's refusal to produce ID could be grounds for obstruction. However, the Oklahoma trespass law, defined in Statute 21-1835, states that whoever shall willfully or maliciously enter the garden, yard, pasture, or field of another, after being expressly forbidden to do so, or without permission by the owner or lawful occupant thereof, or a person failing to leave lodging establishment premises pursuant to Section 508 of Title 15 of the Oklahoma statutes, shall be deemed guilty of trespass, and upon conviction shall be punished by a fine of not more than $250, provided that this provision shall not apply to registered land surveyors and registered professional engineers for the purpose of land surveying in the performance of their professional services, and provided further that anyone who willfully or maliciously enters any such garden, yard, pasture, or field, and therein commits or attempts to commit waste, theft, or damage, shall be deemed guilty of a misdemeanor, and upon conviction shall be fined not less than $50, 50 barters, nor more than $500, or by confinement in the county jail for not less than 30 days, nor more than 6 months, or both such fine and imprisonment. Mr. Grant had permission to be there and was not trespassing.
So all I gotta do is identify you, make sure that you're not a wanted murderer or got warrants like that, then I'll cut you loose and you have a good day.
You already ran my plates. They gave you the information that you needed. You can ask them to go ahead and run me through NCIC or...
Do you have a date of birth then? Because I have to run it with a name and date of birth.
I'm not going to answer that question.
So you're telling me how I should do my job, yet you're not allowing me to do my job.
I'm sitting here in front of a house, which is perfectly legal. Okay, has anybody asked me to move?
Do they have to ask you to move? It's private property?
Okay, but there's also a public easement right here.
Oh, is it public? Because this is the city of Blanchard Road, so it's a public easement?
No, the side of the road is.
Oh, because this is the city of Blanchard Road.
What are you trying to accomplish?
What I'm trying to... All I want to do, sir, is identify you.
Well, then you understand that by not identifying yourself appropriately as requested by the officer is illegal.
It's obstruction.
That's a secondary charge, okay? I have to be, for you to ID me in the state of Oklahoma, okay, I have to be suspected of committing a crime, about to commit a crime.
Well, you are committing a crime, you're trespassing.
Somebody has called in that you're suspected. Shut up.
You're not going to sit there and tell me to shut up.
Here's the deal, man.
There is no deal.
I'm trying to explain to you what gives us the
questions.
right. I'm trying to explain to you why I have it. Okay, will you listen to me? There is a call that somebody placed to our police department of a suspicious vehicle and person inside that vehicle. We therefore have the right to come investigate that.
Okay,
by that being the case.
If I show you the state statute that you're required to do that, will you give me your ID?
From the statute.
Give me 1 second. Okay.
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing. Sorry to bother you. I got a random question for you, though. I'm dealing with something right now.
Yeah.
He's from Oklahoma City, but he won't give me his name and tells me he doesn't have to give me his driver's license because he's not done anything wrong.
Well, technically, there's no obligation for him to identify himself. I mean, unless you've got reasonable suspicion that he's committing a crime.
Well, the thing is I have no reasonable suspicion to believe that he's not committing a crime because he has a ladder in the back of the truck and he's in front of houses that aren't occupied right now. I'm curious why a man from Oklahoma City is parked on a dead-end road in Blanchard, and he has no. I asked him if he lives here, and he says, I don't answer questions. He asked if he was free to leave, and I said, not at this time. I have my emergency equipment activated, and I'm trying to investigate.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're going to drive away, absolutely, you can take enough. You can have, or he's driving he's operating a motor. Yeah, I mean, so the thing is, you don't have a complaining party. You haven't found him actually trespassing. All you've got is a guy sitting in front of an unoccupied house with a ladder in the back.
The officers pressured Mr. Grant, and even consulted ADA Travis White, who confirmed they had no grounds to demand his ID. Yet, Chief White quickly decided Mr. Grant should be arrested for obstruction, though the officers ultimately left without citing him.
Oh, okay, so he's got a manila envelope in his front seat in plain view with a camera on it. The manila envelope has 3 a.m. and today's date.
And one of these addresses on
And an address on the street on it.
Summer Oaks? Summer Valley.
Did you hear that, Travis?
Yeah, I didn't quite understand it. He's got a manila envelope in plain view on the passenger seat. It's got a date and a time and an address on it?
An address on this street on it.
And it says 3 a.m.
It says 3 a.m.
Oh, he's probably a private investigator.
Probably, but I don't know why he wouldn't want to tell me that.
I asked him if he was a
Because those guys are douchebags.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been my experience, and there's probably some of the more litigious people that you want to come across or be involved in a lawsuit. Yeah, and I just don't think you're over the line. I mean, I don't think you're beyond that point.
Okay. All right. I'll just tell him that I'll contact Cleet about his private eye license or whatever it is. And I gave him the same spiel I gave everybody else that says I don't have to give my ID. Yeah, you're right. You don't. But I like to know who I'm dealing with. Make sure you're not a convicted murderer. I'm not asking you a whole bunch of questions. I'm just trying to figure out who you are. If you ain't got nothing to worry about, give me your license. I'll cut you loose. Have a good day. I just have to do my job and identify and make sure you're not here robbing, because guess what? If the house gets broken into, you're the person I'm going to come talk to.
But I think you're right up close to not over the line there. That envelope's unusual, but it's not necessarily evidence of any criminal activity. Yeah, but I mean, there's no crime in that either. I mean, shoot, people do that all the time.
But I meant like shooting into the house where naked people are naked.
Yeah, like
yeah. Is he going to get out and come back here and talk to us?
No, she just said you're arrested. And he's been videoing this whole time.
I know you've been videoing this.
Questions. Go ahead and just lock me up.
What are you arresting him? What are you arresting him for?
Huh?
He hasn't violated really a crime yet, so not.
Are you investigating a crime or possible crime?
Possibly.
Okay, he's obstructing an officer from doing his duty, right?
Okay.
Said you're meeting somebody here in a few minutes?
Yep. The legal right to make contact with you based on call.
And I don't
And
have
you're
to answer
obstructing
questions.
that. I'm not here to listen to you. And now you're under arrest, unless you want to cooperate. Okay? That's the way it goes. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Would you like to explain the address and the time on the folder inside your vehicle with the camera?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Look, all I'm trying to do, man, if you're PI, no big deal. We'll get out of here. We gotta confirm who you are. Make sure, especially with the camera car, make sure you're not doing peep and Tom stuff. Okay?
Not a PI. So the only thing you can have a camera for is if you're a PI.
No, that's not what I'm saying, sir.
Okay, but I mean, why do I have to answer questions? I'm here for a legal reason. I'm not. I'm just not answering questions.
Can I get your date of birth?
You're failing to
I don't
identify
have
yourself.
to by law.
You
I
are
have the
failing-
Fifth Amendment right.
You are failing to identify
answer
yourself.
questions.
Let's see if there's anything about this house.
What law have I done?
Turn around, put your hand on your back for a second. You're being placed in investigative detention, okay?
Just said.
What did I say?
That I'm under investigative detention.
Okay. What does that mean?
I'm being detained.
Okay. So you're being detained.
I understand what that means.
All right. So
there's a difference between an arrest and a detainment.
There is. There is.
You want to go talk to that neighbor right there? He has the garage door to let me into the house so I can get a photograph of the inside of that garage door.
That's all you had to say from the beginning, man.
I don't have to tell you that. Don't you guys understand what my rights are?
But we are here investigating whether or not you have. We have reason
You
to.
have every right
Listen
to
to me.
investigate.
Stop interrupting. You asked for my respect. I'm asking for yours in return. Okay? We are investigating because somebody called a suspicious vehicle and person in that vehicle. Okay? I'm not done talking. You are required because we are investigating that you may be committing a crime, and therefore you must identify yourself.
What crime?
Trespassing. And in doing that, we have to identify you.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we do.
No. You can ask for my identification. I am not legally required to give it to you.
Except that you.
No, I'm not. My attorney has told me so.
I don't care what your attorney told you. You have to
I
identify
do.
yourself because we're
My
investigating
rights
a
are
possible
important to me.
crime. We have to identify you.
No, you don't.
Can you look at
I have a Fourth Amendment right not to tell you.
helpful to any of the owners to make contact if they're expecting anybody?
Address for that.
Mr. Grant filed formal complaints and took legal action against the police department and city, resulting in settlements that revealed systemic issues within the Blanchard Police Department. His calm demeanor and assertiveness in defending his rights were praised for upholding his constitutional rights. On July 10, 2021, attorney Emmanuel Olawale in Westerville was taking out the trash into a bin he owned when two police officers approached him from behind. Things started off friendly as Olawale cooperatively handed over his ID to the officer.
through 160.
Okay.
All right.
Huh?
Show you my ID.
Yeah, if you don't mind, can we see your ID?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Well, that is pretty cool.
You can keep doing what you're doing. We're just, again, we're kind of concerned. Yeah.
However, upon learning that his ID would be run, Olawale objected, arguing that they had no reason to do so. According to the Fourth Amendment, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched, and the persons or things to be seized.
Can I have it back? Just don't run it. Don't run my card. Don't run my ID.
Huh?
Don't run my ID.
Don't run your ID?
I have no reason.
Well, we're going to at least mark it down. We're going to take down your information.
Nope.
Wait, this is not just your property. It's several people's property.
I understand.
Okay.
But I'm not violating any law. So don't
No
run
one
my
said that
ID.
you're violating any law.
No. Don't. I'm a lawyer. I know my rights.
Okay.
I'm not violating any law. I'm on my property. There's no suspicion. No one called anybody. So don't run my ID. I only identified myself so that this won't escalate.
Both the police and Mr. Olawale presented legally valid arguments, sparking a debate on privacy, rights, and the boundaries of law enforcement authority in everyday situations. Olawale remained firm in not allowing the police to check his ID, which was fully within his rights, especially since he was not being detained.
You are turning this into an issue. We're just simply marking down who we're out with.
Yeah.
So he's just going to write it down on a piece of
Oh,
paper.
it's just your name.
Because, sir, we are out with you because we were concerned that you were illegally dumping.
But you've already discovered. Do you want me to show you my office? It belongs to me.
To you and you alone?
Yes.
Can you prove that that dumpster belongs to you and you alone?
This dumpster belongs to the property.
Okay,
and I'm
that's
dumping my stuff in there. Just give me back my ID. Thank you. Thank you. Don't worry, everything is under control. And that's my wife.
Okay.
Finally, the officers decided not to escalate the situation further and left.
You came to check, but trying to run my ID to find anything, no, that's illegal.
That is not illegal. But, okay, you can finish dumping if you like.
Thank you.
We're going to get out of here and then
Yep.
You got to put these in first.
Those are in my hands.
Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our future videos. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.